Hello students, welcome to the online classes. Today we will do our chapter 2, that is linear equation in one variables. Okay, so student, linear equation in one variable is our chapter. First of all, what is equation? You know, equation always hold equality sign, means this equals to sign. Okay, what does linear means? Linear mean highest power of variable is 1. Okay, here x is the variable, the alphabets which are used in the equation are variables. Okay, so for the linear equation the variable always holds power 1. It should not be more than 1. Suppose if it is 2, then it will be quadratic equation. If it is 3, then it will be cubic equation, like this. So linear equation, in the linear equation variable has highest power to be 1. Okay, now as the name is suggesting one variable, so it will have only one variable, means if x is using in the equation, then only x will be there in the equation. If y is there, then only y will be there. If z is there, then only z, a, then only a. Like this, any of the alphabet means there will not be two variables, there will be one variable only. So in this, if we see, here is one variable x only. So this is the linear equation in one variable. It holds equality sign, the highest power of variable is 1, and also the variable is 1, means only x is here. Okay, so this is the linear equation. Now students, some of the questions are given to us. We have to solve these linear equations in one variable. Okay, so here it is given that 6 is equals to z plus 2. Okay, so we have to find the value of z here. Students, you must know about some of the rules, that if suppose equals to sign, it is equals to sign, then it is LHS and it is RHS. Okay, so when on the left hand side there is positive sign, and when we will take it to the right hand side, it will become negative. If suppose there is negative sign, then it will become positive. If it is multiply, then it will be divided. If it is divided, then it will be multiplied. Okay, like this we can take one value from the one part of the equation to the another part. Okay, so we have to follow these rules, and same is for from right hand side to left hand side. Suppose there is plus sign on this side, if we are taking to that side, it will be subtracted. If on this side it is of subtraction, then it will be add. If it is multiplying here, then it will be dividing here, there, and if it is dividing on right hand side, then it will be multiplying on left hand side. Okay, so here we have to find the value of z. What is here? Plus 2 with z. Okay, means this 2 is adding on here, so on that side it will be subtracted. 6 is already here, we are shifting the position of 2, it is positive, so it will become negative here, so it will be minus 2, and z will remain here. Okay, so 6 minus 2 will give us 4, so z is equals to 4. Okay, now second question is 3 by 7 plus x is equals to 17 by 7. Here this 3 by 7 is adding to x, so on that side it will be subtracted. And students, always remember that when we are shifting the digits from this side to another side, then we have to place these digits after the number which is already there on this side. Here 17 by 7 is already here, so we will put 3 by 7 after this. Okay, so here x will be remain like this. What we have to do, 17 minus 7 is here, and we will shift this 3 by 7 to here, and as here is adding, so here it will be subtracting, so minus 3 by 7. Okay, now you know how to solve. 7 and 7 denominators are same, so denominator will be 7. Now in the numerator, 17 minus 3 will gives us 14. Okay, so here it will be 14 by 7, and you know that 7 ones is 7 and 7 twos is 14. It means it comes out to be 2. So value of x here is 2. Okay, you can simplify the terms if you can. Okay, now third one is t by 5 is equals to 10. Here 5 is in division, so here it will be in multiplication. So t will remain there, 10 is here, now 5 is shifting its position, so it will be multiplied. So value of t comes out to be 10 5s is 50. So t comes out to be 50. Okay. Now in the fourth part it is given that 1.6 is equals to y divided by 1.5. Here also what we have to do, we have to take this 1.5 to that side, and as we know that it is dividing here, so on that side it will be multiplying. So 1.6 into 1.5 will be there and it will be equals to y. Okay, y is here only, 1.6 is here only, and 1.5 will shift to there. Now we have to multiply 1.6 to 1.5 to get the answer, so that we can get the value of y. Okay, so start solving it. 1.6 into 1.5, what will be our answer? It will be 240 students. Okay, what will be the answer? If you will multiply 16 with 15, you will get 240. Okay, and as you know here decimal sign is before 5, means one place. It is before 6, it means one place. 1 plus 1 gives 2, it means we have to put the sign before 2 digits, means here. So we are getting 2.4. There is no need to write this 0, as this is after the decimal part and at the end of the digits. So 2.4 is our answer for y. Okay, so this is our solution for 4th. Now students, some of the equations statements are given to us. We have to first make the equation, then we will solve them to get our answer. Okay, so it is given that if you subtract 1 by 2 from a number and multiply the result by 1 by 2, you get 1 by 8. So you have to find out the number, then that what is the number. So let that number be x first. You can let the number be any of the variables. So here I am letting it to be x. So let the number be x. Okay, now it is said that if you subtract 1 by 2 from a number, we have to subtract 1 by 2 from a number. And what is the number? X. Okay, from means the term which is after from, we will write it first, and the number we let is x. So we will write x first, then but we have to subtract 1 by 2. So subtract 1 by 2 from x and multiply the result by 2, means the whatever the result we will get, it means we will put the bracket, so that we will solve that first, because it is given that multiply the result. So we will multiply the result by 1 by 2. So we will multiply it by 1 by 2. You get means equals to sign, you get 1 by 8. Okay, 1 by 8. So what is the number? It means we have to find the value of x. Okay, so to find the value of x, what we have to do? We have to solve this equation. Okay, here we can write that as x has no denominator, so we can write x by 1 minus 1 by 2, and as here 1 by 2 is multiplying, so on that side it will be divided, so equals to 1 by 8 divided by 1 by 2. Okay, now here we will take the LCM of 1 and 2 will be 2. Okay, here 2 divided by 1 will gives us 2, and 2 into x will gives us 2x, and here it is minus 1. Okay, equals to, now as we have to divide this, so what we can write? 1 by 2 multiply 2. This is how we solve the division. We do the reciprocal of second fraction, so it will become 2 by 1 and division sign changed into multiplication. Now 2 ones will be 2 and 2 fours will be 8. It means on this side we are getting 1 by 4, because 1 ones will be 1 and 4 ones will be 4. Okay. So here we are getting 2x minus 1 by 2 equals to 1 by 4. Okay students, this is our solution up to now. Now what we will do here, 2 is in division, so on that side this 2 will be in multiplication. Okay, so here 2x minus 1 will be the same, 2 is in division, so it will be in the multiplication, so it will be 2 into 1 by 4. Okay, now 2 1s is 2 and 2 2s is 4. It means we are getting 1 by 2. So here 2x minus 1 is equals to 1 by 2. And now what we will do here, it is 1 is subtracting, so on that side it will be adding. So 2x will be equals to 1 by 2 plus 1. Okay, now again we will take 1 as the denominator, 2 will be the LCM. Now it will be 1 plus 2, it means we are getting 3 by 2. Okay, now 2x is equals to 3 by 2. Here 2 is in multiplication, so on that side it will be in division. Okay, it means we have to divide 2, and divide 2 means 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. So we are getting 3 by 4. So value of x is coming out to be 3 by 4. Okay students, so what is the number? Number is 3 by 4. This is we get as our answer. And students, you can check it also by putting the value here. It is 3 by 4, it is half. It means we are getting 1 by 4, and 1 by 4 into 1 by 2 gives us 1 by 8. It means our answer is right. Okay, so this is our answer, 3 by 4. Now students, next example is sum of two numbers is 95. If we add two of the numbers, we are getting 95. If one number exceeds other by 15, means suppose one of the number be x, we are doing let one number be x. Okay, so what will be the other number? It is said that one number exceeds other by 15. Exceeds means it is more than that number by 15. Okay, so another number will be x plus 15. Okay, one number exceeds other by 15, it means one number is x and another number is x plus 15. Okay, and it is said that sum of two numbers is 95. So one number is this and another number is this, so we will add them. So x plus 16 will be equals to, sum of two numbers is 95, so it will be equals to 95. Okay, now x plus x will be 2x plus 15 equals to 95. Now 15 is adding on here, so on that side it will be subtracted. So 2x is equals to 95 minus 15. So what we will get? We will get 80. 95 minus 15 is 80. Now x2 is multiplying here, so on that side it will be divided. So x is equals to 80 divided by 2. We are getting 40. Okay, it means we are getting x to be 40. One number is 40 here. Okay, as x is equals to 40, so this one number comes out to be 40, and other number is x plus 15. X plus 15 means 40 plus 15, so it will be 55 students. Okay, so the two numbers are 40 and 55, and if we add them we are getting 95. It means our answer is right. Now students, we will solve some more questions. Here first question is two numbers are in the ratio 5:3. If they differ by 18, find the numbers. Okay, two numbers are in the ratio 5:3, so we will let them. Here is the solution one. So how we will solve? Let the two numbers be as they are in the ratio 5:3, it means we can take them as 5x and 3x. Okay, let the two numbers be 5x and 3x. Okay, now it is given if they differ by 18, it means if their difference is 18. Okay, so we will subtract 5x minus 3x. Why I have taken 5x before? Because it will be the higher value and it will be the lower value, means 5x will have greatest value and 3x will have smallest value. So if we will divide them, we will get 18 because it is given that they differ by 18. Now we have to find the numbers. It means we have to find these two numbers. Okay. Now we will solve this. 5x minus 3x will gives us 2x. 2x is equals to 18. So x will be here, 2 is multiplying, so it will be dividing here. So 18 by 2, x is equals to 9. So here the value of x comes out to be 9. Now what were the numbers, student? One number was 5x. So what we will do? Value of x is 9. So we will multiply the value of x, which is 9, to 5. We are getting 45. And another number was 3x. So 3x means 3 multiply 9 because the value of x is 9. And here 9 3s will gives us 27. So students, these are the two numbers. 45 and 27 are the two numbers. Now students, second question is given to us. 3 consecutive integers add up to 51. Find the integers. Means 3 consecutive means in the continuation integers, and if we add them, it is given add. So if we are adding these 3 consecutive integers, we are getting 51. Okay. So students, let us pose the integers to be. Let us take 3 consecutive integers to be. Suppose students, I am taking x as one integer. Okay, so its previous one integer will be x minus 1 and its succeeding integer will be x plus 1. Suppose here 12, 13 and 14 are the integers. We are taking 13 as x. It means 12 will be x minus 1 and 14 will be x plus 1. Like this we are supposing, or we are letting 3 consecutive integers to be x minus 1, x and x plus 1. Okay, so these will be the 3 consecutive integers. Now what is given? It is given that if we add them, we are getting 51. So we will add them. First integer is x minus 1, next one integer is x, so we are adding them, and then next one is x plus 1. Okay, and what we will get as answer? We will get 51. Now minus 1 and 1 will be 0. Okay, x plus x will gives us 3x. So 3x is equals to 51, and x will be equals to 51 divided by 3. Why? Because 3 is multiplying here, so on that side it will be dividing. So 3 ones is 3 and here it will be 17. So value of x comes out to be, x is 17. Now x is 17, what will be x minus 1? X minus 1 will be 17 minus 1, so it will be 16. And what will be x plus 1? X plus 1 will be 17 plus 1, it means it is 18. So the 3 integers are 16, 17 and 18. So our answer is 16, 17, 18. These are consecutive integers, students. And if we will add them, we will get 51. Okay. Now third one is sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 8 is 888. Find the multiples. So here it is given that when we add, sum means we have to add 3 consecutive multiples of 8. Multiples of 8 means whatever the 3 multiples will be here, they will be the multiples of 8. Means if we divide those with 8, they can be divided easily, or we can say that they will come in the table of 8. Okay, and if we will add them, we are getting 888. So we have to find those multiples. Okay, so first of all, let the 3 consecutive multiples of 8. Let the 3 consecutive multiples of 8 be. What will be the multiple, students? Suppose I am letting x as one of the multiple. Now Let us take the table of 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16, 8 threes are 24. Suppose I am letting this 16 as x. So how we will get 8? We will get 8 by x minus 8, because x is 16 and 16 minus 8 will be 8. Okay. And what will be the 24? 24 will be x plus 8. How x plus 8? Because value of x is 16 and 16 plus 8 will give us 24. Okay, so what will be the three consecutive? These are three consecutive multiples, 8, 16 and 24, and in terms of the variables, these are x minus 8, x and x plus 8. So that's why we will take the multiples here as x minus 8, x and x plus 8. Okay, these will be the three consecutive multiples of 8. Now it is given that if we will add them, we will get 888. So let us add them. First one is x minus 8. I have written here, then add, then next one is x, then add, then x plus 8, and the answer should be 888 according to the question. Okay. Now 8 minus 8 will be 0. They will be cancel out, as they will give us answer 0. Now x plus x will give us 3x. So here 3x is 888. So what will be the value of x, students? Here it is 888, 3 is multiplying here, so on that side it will be dividing, so we will divide 888 by 3. So what will be the answer? Is 888 is divisible by 3. 8 plus 8 gives us 24, and 24 is multiple of 3, it means it can be divided. So 3 ones is 3. Here 3 twos will give us 6. Now it will become 28. So 3 nines will be 27. Then 18. 3 sixes will be 18. So value of x is equals to 296. Now this value of this x is 296. Now we have to find the value of x minus 8. So x minus 8 will be 296 minus 8. So what we will get as the value? 296 minus 8 will be 288. Okay, and another one is x plus 8. So x plus 8 is equals to 296 plus 8, as the value of x is 296. So 296 plus 8 will be 304. Okay, so these are the three consecutive integers: 288, 296 and 304. Students, you will see that these three are consecutive. How they are consecutive? Because these are the multiples of 8. Okay, if you will check, 288 plus 1 plus 8 will gives us 296. 296 plus 8 gives us 304. Okay, and when we will add them, we will get 888 as our answer. Okay. Now our question 4th is, a rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3 to the product, you get minus 7 by 12. What is the number? So students, in this, a rational number, we don't know what is the rational number here, so we will let it x, and it is multiplied by 5 by 2. So let us start from here. First of all, let us take the rational number to be x. Let the rational number be x. Okay, let the rational number be x. Now it will be multiplied by 5 by 2. So x is multiplied by 5 by 2. Okay, now add 2 by 3 to the product, means we have to add 2 by 3 to the product. This is the product, that's why I have put it in bracket. Now we will add 2 by 3 to it, as it is given. You get means equation sign minus 7 by 12. We will get our answer as minus 7 by 12. Okay, so what is the rational number here? So we will find the value of x and we will get the rational number. Okay, now we will start solving it. Here 2 by 3 is adding, so on that side it will be subtracted. So here x multiply 5 by 2 will remain same. This 2 by 3 will go to that side, so equal sign minus 7 by 12. This plus will be minus here, so minus 2 by 3. Now students, what we will do? we will solve this how? By taking the LCM. So LCM of 12 and 3 will be 12. Now 12 divided by 12 will be 1, and 1 into minus 7 will give us minus 7. Now 12 divided by 3 will be 4, and 4 multiply minus 2 will give us minus 8. Now we will solve minus 7 and minus 8 will be minus 15 by 12. Okay, and students, if you will observe, this is 15 and 12 and these both are divisible by 3. So we will divide them. So here we will get 3 5 is 15, and as here is minus sign, so minus sign will be here. 3 4 is 12. So we got minus 5 by 4. Means x multiply 5 by 2 is equals to minus 5 by 4. Okay. Now what we will do? Here 5 by 2 is in multiplication. So on that side it will be in division. So x is equals to minus 5 by 4 divided by, as 5 by 2 is in multiplication, so it will be divided here. So divided by 5 by 2. Now students, how we will solve this part? X will be equals to minus 5 by 4, and you know that we do the reciprocal of second fraction and change this division to multiplication. So this will be multiplied and it will become 2 by 5. Reciprocal of 5 by 2 is 2 by 5. Now 2 1s is 2 and 2 2s is 4. 5 1s is 5 and 5 1s is 5, and as here is minus sign, so put minus sign. So minus 1 into 1 will be minus 1 and 2 1s will be 2. Okay, so the rational number here is 1 by 2. We will write that rational number is minus 1 by 2. Okay, so students, by this our today's topic is over. Hope to see in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.